Brian here from quantlabs.net. So I just posted this on my page this morning regarding MotiveWave 6 Beta 1 trading platform announced. Now, I do have a playlist on my quantlabs.net YouTube channel on MotiveWave, so this video will go in there, but on the blog, all you gotta do if you're on the podcast is look for MotiveWave 6 Beta 1 trading platform announced. So in here are some of the new features. Also, here's a video that'll walk you through the major features. This is a pretty big release. A lot of really cool things have been added to this platform. So what I've got here is this is the platform. I'll walk you through some of the indicators that I like to use. But first, I just wanted to show you that the quant analytics will help you here if you use either of these Forex, CFD, and also crypto. But for now, I only have one workspace open for MotiveWave. That's using Oanda, and that enables me to look at CFDs and Forex. So right now, I am going to look at MotiveWave, and in here are a lot of things that I think that will be highly useful for people. You can see here I've set up my Oanda account. Now that's a live account. It's not a tested account or a demo account. It's live for live trading. So in here I've gone through the analytics. Let me just show you the current market conditions. So in here, this is the current market right now according to Yahoo Finance. You see it's quite mixed. All the major indices are down. Crude oil's up. Silver, Euro, US dollar. The bond is up. VIX is down. So on and so forth. So I'll just exit out of that. In here, the CFDs that I've got are platinum, China 50, natural gas, and sugar. So we'll take a look at those. These are from the most recent, but these are the fastest moving with the lowest volatility where there's no whipsaws. So even though what I just showed you, sorry about the voice here, even though what I showed you for the Yahoo Finance, some of those may actually whipsaw. So these are the more stable ones. So here we have natural gas. This is a day chart. That's probably the best way to trade, is a close one, 0.61%, platinum, 0.5%, and then the Chinese 50. You can see here this sudden rise up. Just last night was a big move up. So let's check out those on MotiveWave. All right, so here we are in MotiveWave. So first things first, this is, as I said, Beta 1 in version 6. In here, I'm not going to go over the major features, but there's some pretty cool stuff. Here, the one thing I really like about MotiveWave is the ability to add in scanners, because I do like scanners. To program one, even in Python, is a pain. This is fully automated. So here in MotiveWave currently, let me just restart. These are the ones that I've added. These are the current assets that I've added. So let me see if I can add any new scanners here. Just see how I can do that. Well, it doesn't matter. But what we're seeing here is some scoring here on the Harmonics, or in the world of MotiveWave called Gartley. Harmonics to me is the same. And here are the types of harmonics that are available on these time frames. So here we have XCU, Australian Canadian, Australian CFD, or sorry, CHF, or Swiss franc. So let's say if I chose one, I'll just choose this one. So you can easily chart these quite nicely. So here you can see typical patterns as if it's an A, B, C, D. These are hard to chart. Okay, so we got our A, B, C, D legs, and that is kind of obviously pretty useful. To even chart it and visually see it like that saves you a ton of time in programming. So that's a 15-minute chart. So you can see the same scale on a minute chart. The opportunity, it looks like it's passed, but I gotta tell you, that's pretty good. Still experimenting here. So one of the big ones that I do like is Harmonics or Gartley's, I guess you could call them. And building scanners around this would be very useful. Also, let me just pull up some charts here. So, as I said, we are using Oanda, live data. So right now we're looking at USD Japanese yen 5 minute. You can see here we have an entry potential right here, right here, right here. But these are all false positives. But we have here our support and resistant lines, which are pretty useful if you ask me. As I said before, depending upon the time frame, it might be a little sensitive, or I should say noisy. Another one I like is the retrace for Fibonacci. So if I, let's say, do it from the high-low, from this, let's see if I can get it properly done. Still new at this, so let's get rid of all these. Okay, so we want that, let's say the high-low. So we can see our Fibonacci levels right here on these prices. Okay, I'm not going to obviously show you how to do Fibonacci, but these can be useful. These for sure can be fully automated. Now, that's these types of things that you could add. Again, you can add your various Gartleys, but as I said, I've decided to build a scanner for just a subset of them. So let's see if I can. So these are the only assets that I've added, but I could add all of them, all the major ones from that are available within Oanda. All right, so that's that. The other thing that can be useful is obviously Fibonacci's, Gartley's. One thing I need to comment on is there's no advanced candlestick patterns, which is not a big deal because now you can add through studies where you customize them. Like you can add and have your own custom strategy here that you can easily code up in the MotiveWave API. So you can add third-party Java jar files, archive files, and that would include TAlib as well. So you could easily include a variety of indicators for it that are supported from TAlib. So that's a big deal. And then you can, through these strategies and eventually studies, be able to build out your entry and then your exit. So here, just pull up a random chart again. Another way to do it is, so here's your chart. So let me take away this Fibonacci. So what we're going to do here is we could add ATR. Let's see if I can do that here. So of course we can add regression, Fibonacci, pretty well anything technical. So let me just see if we can just, as I said, fairly new at this, so forgive me there. Now, pretty well you can add that type of indicator if you want for visual. And then there's a lot of things you can add here. The other thing is ATR. Oh, yes, a big major feature that is part of 6 now, version 6, is this DOM right here. So this will enable you to see the volume tick on Oanda at the volume. So right here, if you have this, it's called a resetter, reset. So this is pretty not so liquid. Yeah, so you can see here that these are your bid and ask currently found on Oanda. So that's pretty good. You can also, I'm not going to do it, but here you can add manually your orders. I'm going to keep that locked because it's a live account update. So there's a lot of really sophisticated new items added to this platform. I do think that MotiveWave, as is right now with this beta, probably puts it in a premier level as a platform. Probably one of the best retail platforms you can get out there for what you pay. But it's very sophisticated. I'm not a big fan of the GAN or the Elliott wave, but I do like Fibonacci's and Gartley's. And that, as I said, we can also add in the TA-lib as well in the code via the API, and then build studies and strategies around it as well. So there's some very powerful new items here, and that already has existed in previous versions. So I just wanted to let you know that. And let me just take a look at the CFDs, of course. Okay, so the order of the CFDs are, let me just get this right now here. Okay, so, all right, so let me just, so what we have here currently, the best ones were XPT, US, CN50, natural gas, US, and sugar. So let me just see how these look. Okay. So first one we want to look at is XPT, which is platinum. XP. So this is a strange thing is that you can't add these, even though they exist in Oanda. Here, see there's a CFD markets. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to XPT, USD, platinum, Oanda. So I'm not sure. I got to figure out how to display these and make these available. Let's see if it's added here. XPT. No, it doesn't look like you can do it. Oh, there we go. So it does exist. So let's do some. So this is a 10-minute chart. Let's do a hourly. You can see here it's fairly volatile, but it does have some nice up moves. But again, you can easily track those by doing the same thing that I do in my crypto by watching the potential whipsaws. So I can easily build that into a Java file and then add it as part of the strategy logic. So it has had a nice run up all day prior to today, but it's come back off. That seems to be the pattern here. Let me just pull up a week chart or something. Yeah, it's pretty volatile, but it does have some nice moves up when it wants to move up. Okay, let's check out the CN50. And remember, these are all CN50. There we go. So again, you can see this crazy run up on the hourly. Look at that, that's amazing. That was last night. So that's an amazing move, and it's now kind of come off and gone range bound. That's on the hourly, so even on a 10-minute, but tonight it might start to move again. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, so let's check out the next one. Natural gas, US dollars. So again, we have, this is strange, these type of, that's a minute. You can tell that these are, I don't know, I would consider it manipulated. It seems like it is. Let's see, let's try the hourly. And it's pretty volatile. This one I'm not a big fan of, but maybe long term some of these. So right here you can see it's had a nice run up in October. That's a seasonal trade right there. One day, it's all coming off because of this really around weather. This run up's probably from a storm local to me. So pretty interesting. Okay, let's do one more. It's sugar. Once again, that's a 1 day, 1 hour. See just these down moves. Yeah, it's pretty volatile, but it has kind of moved up a little bit. Nothing to get. So you can see there is no volume here. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that, and we shall leave the video as is, and we will close it out.